welcome to the Identco booth here at SMT Hybrid Packaging. I'm joined by Scott Lucas, who's the President and CEO. Nice to meet you, Scott.
Trevor, nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you. So Identco has been around for 30 years, apparently.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Started as a husband and wife outfit, and it's now a global company.
Yes.
So, adhesives and labels for electronics. It's not as simple as people think it is. There's a lot of technology goes into this. So, let's go through some of the issues that you get typically with labels. What about adhesion and stuff like that? Because obviously, these labels have to stick on for the life of the board.
Exactly. Well, in the track and trace world, first of all, I guess I would start by explaining everything's getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at our labels today, the most, by far, the technology has evolved, allowing us to use smaller labels in a very, very robust barcode 2D technology. And these products are designed with the surface chemistry that allows us to print them, thermal transfer printing, and then they'll be placed on the board at the beginning of the process and go through the entire process,
Right.
and survive it. So you have both adhesive technology as well as top coating technology and ribbon technology that make sure the product survives the process.
Right.
And what we're trying to promote here today in SMT Nuremberg is more of our auto apply labels. These labels, and that's one of our strengths, is we'll make the manufacturing processes very, very precise, that we can get the labels will be able to be dispensed automatically, put on either by robotic means. You can use your pick and place machine to, and that's one of our unique niche areas, is we'll make a label that can be put on with the customer's pick and place machines, which helps them increase accuracy, as well as they're putting the label on there to take out labor content. So,
well, you've got a fairly unique feeder system for applying the labels onto a pick and place machine.
Exactly.
You call it a presenter or
a label presenter. So
presenter.
again, we'll make the labels, and in this case, where we're doing it as a service, we'll serialize the labels.
Mm-hmm.
Then we provide the reel on a reelie like this, and it's analogous to just a normal component being placed onto a board.
Right.
So the mechanism that allows them to do that on their intelligent machine is a label presenter that communicates with the robot and lets it know that it presents the label. The robot is programmed to come over and get the label and precisely apply it to the board.
Right. Okay. And you've got the interfaces for like the top 8 or 10 pick and place
All the
companies.
large players in the market, we have an interface that allows we can put our presenter on there, and it allows the machine to recognize, handshake with our presenter, pick up the label, and put it on.
Right. Okay. Now, looking at the technology, one of the new things you're launching here today is actually the smallest label that's currently around in the industry. 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters.
Exactly.
That's quite a challenge.
Quite small.
Right.
But again, as we said, everything's getting smaller and smaller.
Right.
So our top selling label is a 6.35 millimeter by 6.35 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And then customers are saying, but as the real estate gets at such a premium, can you make the label smaller?
Right.
So first we were asked to do 4 by 4, then 3 by 3, and then recently we had a company in Germany asking for 2 by 2. And that has represented a challenge to build the label, to print the label, and to apply the label. So we're excited that's a breakthrough. That's a first in the world, a 2 by 2 millimeter auto
really
apply label.
Quite something there. So one of the other unique things about Identco, though, is that you actually offer the printing service, which is actually very important, because you've got to try and be very accurate with the printing.
Absolutely.
It's got to be obviously the correct inks, etc. But and it's got to index accurately, so you have a different number on each label.
No duplicates.
No duplicates. So, how big a challenge does that give you?
It has been a challenge, and what we try to do in addition to that is we create a pretty robust data management program where we build a database, and we make sure to guarantee the customer no duplicate serial numbers, and then we also verify.
Right.
So all the labels that we're printing and putting the code on, we 100% verify. So they are assured when that reel is delivered to the floor, it's a perfect code, and we'll scan, no duplicates.
So I'm guessing that's the preferred way of doing it, but for customers that want to have their own custom printing on site, you also offer that version as well.
We do. It's interesting how some customers are a little hesitant to let us do the data management for them, do the printing. So we will move our printing systems to them, and after a while we just again try to explain to them it's so reasonable for us and we're experts in it. So when the labels were larger, it was easier for a non-skilled person to print these. But with what's going on today in the market, it's better for us. Most customers now are allowing us to just do the printing for them. It's a value we deliver to help them.
Well, Scott, it was great to sort of catch up with you today and to learn all the latest stuff that's happening here at Identco. Thank you for joining us.
Trevor, my pleasure. Thank you.